Hi, it's Fred Van Liew, and about a dozen, I'm known as the water doctor, but about a dozen years ago, a very dear friend and business partner, we'd done air purification together, the shower filters, the initial shower filters, and some wonderful, wonderful times. But he brought a notebook full of research and trials on an amazing grape called the Muscadine grape, known as the smart grape, and particularly the muscadine seed. And he said, Fred, I need you to look this over, tell me what you think, and see if you want to do something with me with this, because it's amazing. Well, I read the research and I read the articles, and I was like, they were just doing preliminary trials. They hadn't done full research yet, but the trials were all coming to the same conclusions. Amazing, amazing for the skin, amazing for makeup, amazing for stamina, athletes. The anti-tumor and anti-cancer trials were just showing amazing results. And by the way, the research following has substantiated that. So everything from toothpaste to whatever. And of course, the muscadine grape juice is one of the most delicious grape juices that you could ever get your hands on. But here was the thing. He said, Fred, I've pulled in grapeseed from every major winery that produces muscadine grape. And it's kind of indigenous here to the United States. But he said, and I've had them tested at the lab that originated ORAC testing, the oxidation reduction, potential of the ability to oxidize free radicals. And he said, there are two that just leave everyone else in the dust, but one in particular that is so much more powerful. Its ORAC is off the charts. He said, I'd like to go visit them. I'd like you to come with me. And I'd like to see what we could do with this. And so we did. We did a road trip, and we went to this winery. And what I found is, first of all, their wines were extraordinary. They were the first wines I ever tasted that tasted like the wines back home with my ancestors in Italy. And because, they weren't bitter. They didn't have that tart, that acid taste. They just tannins and all. No, wine is supposed to taste really good. But all the wineries use poisons that actually have skull and crossbones on them to stop the fermentation and all. Well, this winery actually used the original Egyptian candling method to stop the fermentation. I mean, this was an education and a half learning this. The grandfather just loves on the grapes from morning till dusk every day. He just absolutely loves on the grapes. Their vineyard looked like the Garden of Eden compared to the same vineyards on either side owned by other families where it looked like the devil himself had breathed on them. Same weather, same everything. And it's just the difference between intention and submission. And they even had scriptures written all over the tanks and the walls where they would ferment their wines. And of course, they didn't realize what they were doing, but I'm testing with my energy field tester, and I'm finding every single wine they have has this wonderful energy field. And when we tested the muscadine grape seed and the grapes, absolutely phenomenal energy field. We're talking the kind of energy that supports cell function and life, something I've continued to expand on, as many of you already know. Well, we decided to move forward with this because what we found is this particular, and it ended up as this product right here, Muscadine Max. And the ORAC, the highest ORAC we found with anyone else was 900 ORAC per 1,000 milligrams. Ours was over 2,000 per 1,000 milligrams, more than twice what the highest second place was, and 10 to 20 times higher than all the rest. 10 to 20 times higher than all the rest. You see, the reason they call it the smart grape is the muscadine grape has an extra pair of chromosomes. And when it gets stressed or when it gets attacked in any way by bugs, by nature, whatever, it has an extra set of chromosomes that allows it to build up additional defenses. So the worse the growing season, the better the grape, and the better the ORAC score of the grape. So again, because of this particular vineyard and how they grow all their grapes and the resulting seed, we took that seed and with a very slow grinding process to not create any heat, and with a remarkable bottler for us who agreed to do it to our terms, we were able to bottle what is the finest Muscadine grapeseed product, I believe, on the market. And it's the skin that particularly impressed me. Now, I'm a 68-year-old. I just had triple bypass surgery. And by the way, if you're questioning, most of all from damage that was done before I was 30. I'd have been on a slab at 45 had I not made major changes by 30. So my message has become a little more bold since all this happened, because I realize how important it is for us to reverse aging as much as possible, but also to have things checked and reverse what can be reversed. A triple bypass is a serious situation when 2 out of 3 of your heart arteries has been 100% blocked without my full knowledge for quite some time. So it explains a lot for me. But here I am, a week after the triple bypass surgery, making this video, and by golly, for a 68-year-old, does my skin look good? Dang right it does. And am I beginning to look my age? I think so. But as I lose more weight, I'll lose about 10 years in my appearance. But this Muscadine grapeseed is one of the reasons that my skin still looks so good. I thought it would maybe genetic, but when I saw a picture of all of my siblings at my youngest sister's wedding, she didn't get married till her 40s, and I realized, no, I'm next to the oldest, and yet I have the best looking skin. Only my mom has good skin, and she put my water equipment in and started taking my recommended nutrition years ago. And she's almost 90 years old now, high 80s. And so I said, okay, no, it's, again, many factors, but what I put in my body, not showering in chlorinated water, been very consistent on that. But truly, nourishing the skin with something like Muscadine Max and the many other health benefits of stamina, a catalyst to so many benefits, including preventing the aging factors that can lead to cancer, can lead to many of the degenerative conditions. I like prevention better than dealing with sickness. And so here's what we've decided to do, and this is going to be in print here, but we've decided to make an offer that you absolutely cannot refuse. So the entire family can start taking 1 or 2 of these a day. If you're a large person, you might want to take 4. I take 2 of these twice a day right now. And I just can't recommend it high enough to add to whatever protocol you're doing and watch the difference that it will make. And it will be huge. I just had to share this story with you because it was this dear friend that he cared very much about bringing out things that would make a real difference in people's lives. He did his research and his homework better than anyone I've ever known, and he was in the construction business. Folks, you don't have to be a medical doctor. You don't have to be a trained researcher. In fact, any one of those is a major handicap to going after the truth. They're not looking for health. They're looking to manage disease because that's where the money is. Well, I'm looking to manage disease too. I want to manage it with Muscadine Max and manage it so it doesn't manifest. If that's what you want, look at the offer we're giving you, and I think you'll grab it. And of course, you're working with Ewater Health Emporium, and that's exciting. God bless you. Thank you for taking these moments with me. It means a lot, especially now. I might not have been with you a week ago. God bless. Bye-bye now.